Hello, 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 friends. Nicholas here. DIVO-Ted Talks, DIVOted Talks. And yeah, so I was just thinking about that last episode. I was like, man, how is AI going to pull that all together? But what's cool about the AI is that it can take this copious amounts of information of my words and context and my storylines, and it shows me that I actually have coherent thoughts and coherent storylines, but I don't always remember what it is I'm saying. And so that's a good place to start here. In my opinion, I become a channel to whatever information is seeking its way out because I don't sit and think about what I'm going to say. It's like I discover or I remember what makes it all make sense. And so with that, I'm sometimes left with this, man, did I say the right thing? But then I have taught yoga classes where, I have a seasoned athlete who's like super athletic walk out, and I have a newbie who it's their first class, and they're like, man, that was great. I got exactly what I wanted and needed, and you were perfect, and you did, really delivered to me. And I was like, well, if I can offer, to quite the opposite spectrum of, physicality, everything they need, like that's pretty awesome, at least I think. And so, over the years, I have really come to know, I'm good at oration and I am good at writing, but when I am in the space for delivering classes or delivering videos or talking, it just comes out, right? Or maybe comes down and comes out, and it's able to be there, and I would say that happens for everybody, but in their own unique way. We all have gifts. I'm good at connection. Like connection is what I do, whether it's connecting the dots, whether it's looking at something and understanding it, whether it's connecting people, whether it's connecting with other people. And connection is my gift. And, I can connect words and ideas really well. But maybe yours is, contrast. Maybe yours is painting. Like maybe your expression of your gift is different, but it's no less beautiful because everything creates this greater tapestry, right? And I'm not trying to brag on myself at all in that, because I actually just realized I said it made it sound like somehow my gift is like superior and you shouldn't feel bad about your gift. No. Like that's, if that even for an instant came off that way, I apologize completely. My gift is my own, and it's the only one that I really do know. I get to appreciate other people's gifts, which is awesome. Like I love seeing people make their art. I love seeing people take my ideas that I have. I'm like, generally speaking, I'm looking at this and I want kind of this, and I give it to them and then they create something out of it. Like my logo was me describing to a guy, not the yoga guy, but like the circles, but me describing to the guy who was designing it over and over and over again, my likes and dislikes, and collaboratively we created my logo. And I can't imagine my life without it right now. And so, where in your life are there these things that you effortlessly not just show up, but you participate in it and produce in ways that not only fills your cup, but fills other people's cups at the same time, right? Like maybe it's art, maybe it's, music, maybe it is, you're really good at writing. Maybe you're really good at taking other people's ideas and making them a reality, right? There's no limit to what the gift could be, but the gift is something that you possess that almost feels like, what, can't everybody do it? And the answer is no, they cannot. People sometimes look at me crazy because I'm like, yeah, I didn't really prepare for my talk. Somebody told me three, main points, and I went because I became a channel for what was meant to come through, right? And sometimes I start something and I think it's going to go one way and it goes completely a different direction, but it still turns out good, if not better than what I thought. And so the whole purpose of this conversation right now is to talk about bringing forth that which is your gift into the world, not only because the world deserves it, but because you deserve it. It is a replenishing activity. It's something that gives you fulfillment, not because you did it, but in the act of doing it, you are full. In the act of doing it, you are complete. In the act of doing it, you are synergetically more than the sum of the parts, which is a gift and you. You are all of the universe all at once, delivering to this moment all the wisdom and beauty. So, what does yoga and Ayurveda say about this? Not a ton, other than you are unique, and the things that come forth from you are a unique expression of consciousness. And when you line up with that unique expression and consciousness and universe at the same time, you get this eruption of what's supposed to come forth, right? And it's not that it can't in other ways, but this is I'm not sitting here practicing 10 hours a day to do this. It manifests because it was meant to, because it was guaranteed to, such as it were. It was foretold. But what does that mean for us as people? Maybe you're consciously aware of your gift. Maybe you're not. And so trying to figure out what that is, right? Normally that gift is what other people reflect back to you, right? You probably don't even notice it or may not even notice it. Some of you, your gift is loving on others. Some of you, it's being that thoughtful person who takes care of people, not in a pathological way, but in a way that you're like, oh, I need to do this for them. They would really appreciate it, or they really need this. I wish somebody would do it for me. Like, it's just that, like one woman who comes here, hey, Paige, she is just really good at seeing what would be good to do for others in the moment. And she does it. Like she writes notes and she sends messages and she sends pictures. And, it's not just sweet. It's a gift that she's delivering into the world, and she doesn't have to think twice about it. It's not this like, how can I make them feel good? It's just like, it's who she is. And so in what ways are you not being who you are because of either perceived constraints or real constraints of life? Again, going back to what makes it a gift, it is this thing that just naturally arises from you. Now, there are instances where youth and house situations or societally, it doesn't feel like you can be that person, and it may be restricted. So it may take some digging. It may take some moments, but there is that like, yeah, I feel so much myself when I do that. When I teach classes, when I make videos, I feel so much myself. I feel alive. Sometimes I feel better when I'm teaching than when I'm not, because then I have to make decisions about life and the world and like plan ahead and do all this stuff. And that's harder for me. Whereas this, being able to show up for somebody to educate or be a model of is good for me. Another thing is, not just expressing myself. I can see a moving body individually and uniquely, how it's supposed to move and how it should align and how each person can get to that movement pattern, even if only minutely in that particular moment for their maximum benefit. And I am like, how could I learn how to teach other people to do this? And you know what? I don't know that it's going to happen that way. I think I can show people how to see it, but there is just going to be the people who, like me, it's like, oh yeah, it's simple. I can see it right there. Like right there. Like I've tried to describe it to people. I had a nice person yesterday who took my classes who basically articulated what it is I'm capable of doing. And they said it so much better than me. And I really wish I could remember what they said because it was good and it articulated. But again, I can't articulate it because I don't even know what I do, because it just comes forth. Not just because it's what's needed in the moment, but because it's who I am, because it's my gift to be expressed in the world. So, my friends, all of you have gifts. I don't care what you think, what you say. I don't care what has happened in your life up to this point. There is a gift that you bring into the world, but it's not something you try to do. It's not something that you look for others to tell you about, as far as giving you accolades and giving you the props because you need the praise. This is something that you just do, right? Like some people are just gifted at math and they can just do it without thinking about it, right? Look for that. Don't look for the thing that you want to be good at. Be the thing you are good at. Be well and be free.